You are not free. Think back. The last time you self-sabotaged an opportunity, begged an ex to stay, or broke down in tears, what was the real cause? Your logic? Of course not. It was your emotions. Since childhood, you've been injected with a syrupy poison. Listen to your heart. Express your feelings. Let me give you a cold, hard truth. Society wants you emotional. Why? Because an emotional man is a predictable man. A man who fears is a prey. A man blinded by love is a slave. But the one who feels nothing, he is invincible. Today I am breaking the seal on 10 secrets of dark psychology. These are the methods emperors, samurai, and conquerors use to turn their hearts into steel. A warning, this path is a one-way street. Once you've seen behind the curtain, there is no going back. If you are ready to sacrifice your vulnerability for power, listen closely. But pay attention. While the first 5 secrets will give you armor, the final 2, number 9 and number 10, are what separate the followers from the true social predators. These concepts are so powerful, they've been erased from modern education for one reason: they make you literally ungovernable. Let's start with the foundation, dissociation. 1. The dissociation of I. Your greatest flaw is identification. When you suffer, you say, "I am sad." Fatal mistake. By saying I, you merge with the poison. The secret of the powerful? Dissociation. Imagine your life as a movie screen. Your body is just an avatar. The next time someone insults you, don't say, "I am angry." Say your name and say, "Brian is feeling anger." By switching to the third person, you activate your prefrontal cortex and bypass the amygdala. You are no longer the victim suffering, you are the analyst observing. And an analyst never cries over data. But mastering your mind is only half the battle. If your biology betrays you, your psychology collapses. Here is how to hack your nervous system in 16 seconds flat. 2. Biological hacking, square breathing. Emotions are physical traitors. Think sweaty palms, short breath, and a racing heart. Science proves the body often dictates to the brain how it should feel. If you take back control of the body, the emotion evaporates. Use the Special Forces breath. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. By stabilizing your oxygen, you send an authority signal to your nervous system. You aren't suppressing the emotion, you are strangling it at the source. Now that you control your internal machine, it's time to neutralize external threats. There are people who literally feed on your energy. Here is the weapon to starve them. 3. The gray rock method. Understand that manipulators, narcissists, and parasites feed on your reactions. Your tears are their fuel. If you ignore them, they try harder. The solution? Become a gray rock. Inert, boring, insignificant. If they try to provoke you, respond with a monotone. Okay. Noted. Fine. No flair, no anger, no irony. Starved of their emotional fix, the predator gets bored and moves on. Remaining stoic against enemies is one thing, but what about those close to you? This is where most people fail, because they accept a lie we've been told since birth. 4. The relationship audit. Most people see their relationships as anchors that stabilize them. That is their mistake. View your life as a hot air balloon trying to rise. Every toxic person, every friend who lives for drama, is a sandbag hanging from your basket. You don't keep them out of loyalty, you keep them out of a fear of the void. But to reach the peaks, you must know how to drop the weight. Don't ask what they bring to you. Ask what weight they are preventing you from lifting. Cut the ropes without remorse or you will crash with them. Once you have sorted your allies, you must learn to dominate the present moment. Power isn't gained by shouting, but by mastering time. 5. The 3-second pause. An impulsive man is an animal. Throw a stone at a dog and it barks. Insult a weak man and he explodes. Between the attack and your response, there is a sacred space. The secret? Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. This silence isn't hesitation. It's a takeover. It is the moment reason reclaims the scepter. The man who responds instantly is a slave. The man who stares at his interlocutor for 3 seconds of total silence before speaking calmly is the most dangerous man in the room. This silence gives you control, but it is your words that program your destiny. If you don't change your vocabulary, you will remain a prisoner of your own drama. 6. Semantic reframing. Words are chemical triggers. If you say, "My heart is broken," your brain orders a dose of cortisol. Change your lexicon to change your biochemistry. Stop saying, "I failed." Say, "My attempt produced a 0 result." Stop saying, "He betrayed me." Say, "My evaluation of this individual was flawed." By using clinical terms, you remove the drama. Without emotional adjectives, suffering has no place to live. Septini, Memento Mori. The ultimate truth: you are going to die. Your anxieties, others' opinions, your failures, it is all trivial against the eternity of the void. Why tremble over a critique when you are just a spark between two darknesses? Visualize your end. When you realize the house is already on fire, you stop worrying about the dust on the furniture. This perspective doesn't make you sad, it makes you invincible. If death makes everything trivial, it doesn't stop the physical sensation of pain. For the elite, that sensation isn't a punishment, it's a precise measurement. 8. Pain as data. Pain is not an enemy, it's a thermometer. In a forge, metal must heat until it turns white to be reshaped. If you feel emotional burning, jealousy, rejection, shame, don't flee the heat. Ask yourself, which part of me is melting? Usually it's your ego burning away. Let it evaporate. What remains after the pain is pure steel, the part of you no one can touch. Pain doesn't destroy you. It simply removes the impurities from your character. 9. Outcome Ataraxy. Why do you suffer? Because of your expectations. You create a movie in your head, and when reality doesn't follow the script, you collapse. Adopt the sniper's mentality, total concentration on the shot, but absolute detachment once the bullet has left the barrel. Do your work 100%, then forget it. If you expect nothing, no one can disappoint you. If you don't depend on the result, you are free. 10. The white state, Mushin. The final stage, the void. Your mind is a cluttered room. Learn to empty it. Practice total silence 20 minutes a day, not to think, but to become the empty vase. When you are empty, insults pass through you like air through a net. You cannot break nothingness. By renouncing your ego, you become untouchable. Wait, before you go, there is a deadly trap that 90% of people trying these techniques fall into. If you make this mistake, you won't become a master. You'll become a time bomb. Be the master, not the robot. Do not try to be a block of ice imploding from the inside. Do not bottle up your emotions like a pressure cooker. Learn to direct them. The difference between a robot and a master is that the master owns his emotions, while the robot lacks them. You have the right to laugh, to feel, but you alone hold the remote control. You now hold the keys to a sanctuary few dare to explore. Most will forget these secrets by tomorrow and return to a life dictated by impulse. But you are not like the majority. If you are still here, it's because you have chosen mastery. Remember, you are not abnormal for seeking this strength. You are simply waking up. To join this circle and never again be prey to manipulators, subscribe and hit the bell. Don't let the algorithm decide your evolution. If this content resonated with you, liking this video is your first act of discipline. Next, comment the word untouchable. It's a signal to your subconscious. You are not turning back. Don't stop now. If you want to deepen your mental mastery, watch the video on your screen. It covers 5 eye contact hacks that feel illegal to know. The path is irreversible. I'll see you on the other side.